Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to the Japan Study Center. Today we are going to see the chapter of geography and what is our topic today? Land problem. There is the most important here, the land problems here. Out of the total land area, as many as 175 million hectares suffer from the degradation. The important point, 175 million hectares suffer from a degradation. Land degradation is the causing largely by soil erosion, but also by the water longings and the excessive of salinity. The most serious threat to the soil is posed by the deforestation. This is important here. The most serious threat to the soil is posed by deforestations. Heavy rainfall during the monsoon damage the soil. Heavy rainfall during the monsoon damage the soil. Steep slopes of encourage rapidly run off, leading to the soil erosion, especially on the southern slope of Himalayas and the western slope of the Western Ghat. You know that there is an important point that a steep slope of encourage rapidly is run off, leading to the soil erosion, especially on the southern slope of Himalaya and the western slope of the Western Ghats. The major protections of the Himalaya are prone to be landslide and erosion here. The major protein of the Himalayas are prone to be landslide and erosion. Bead erosion is a prevalent and Rajasthan. Gully erosion is a Chambal Valley. Chota Nagpur and Gujarat and some mountains in Punjab, Himalaya is a water longing and saltations which constitute their second major threat to be soil heavy already consume of 13 billion hectares and threatens many more. The land affected are mostly situated in the canal irrigated area. They have suffered because of the absence of adequate drainage. Land is also degraded due to the mining's operation in many parts of country. The total land area is affected in about 80,000. That 80,000 hectares by mining. Urban is encouragement of good quality agricultural land is another problem by which the amount of land used for agriculture is steadily and declining. In other words, there is a tough competition between agriculture, urban, and industrial development here. There are a social conflicts that are arising out of the right to occupy and transfer of land. The 10 cultivators of face major disincentives such as the fear of evacuations, the insecurity of tenures, high rent, and the educators is a surplus to be invested. Land sellings law have not been implemented with the equator strictness. The next topic is the most important here, solution of land problem. There is a most important solution here, land problem according. There is the most important. To the deal with this problem, the country has adopted a twofold approach. The first here, physical and second here social. The physical is the reclamation of land is achieved through the chemical treatment of water, logged soil and followed with the is a scientific rotation of crop. There is important here is a logged soil and flow with the scientific rotation of crop here. Similarly, land rendered is a useless by rivers action and river flood are also is recombinant after their necessary of fragment to restore their fertility and texture. The physical reclamation of this desert is a land is called for the most is a sustained efforts here. It requires introduction of suitable natural vegetation and canal or well irrigation or even both. It helps to be rise is a water table and social approach on the other hand is reflected through the state regulation and aiming at the overall rural reconstruction. Promoting to the agriculture and it is a productivity is a particular or considerations of land holding is one of measure among many. It's a provide to the necessary motivation and empowerment of the teller by the conferring on him the right of land, tenure, and ownership. Element of social exploration and property is a removable example of centuries of landlord, and thus the regulations is used to be ensure of social justice. Remoted to the sensing, the data have shown that about 200 square kilometer of the Gulf of the Kucha has been covered by the sedimentation. The National Remote is a Sensing Agency has estimate is a 53 million hectare, is a 60% as the best land in the country. Among the state, the highest incidence of westland is recorded in Jammu and Kashmir. There are 60% of followed by Rajasthan is a 38% and Sikkim and Himachal Pradesh 37% each, and Gujarat here 17%. The government of India constituted their national is a Westland Development Board in 1985 with a view to be enhancing of productivity of Westland. It includes their programs of afforestation of 5 million hectare per year. India does not we have a storage of land, but land reform is a policy need to be reoriented for a further increasing of food production here. The most important point arrive here in the box, note down point here, this is conclusion here. The land use a dynamic process, it has changed over time due to a numbers of factors including increasing of population and change in the cropping system and technology. As a various sector of economical develop, there may be a shift in the a pattern of land use. And second point is also important here. The major land problems include land degradation due to soil erosion, water logging, and sanitation. And mining is a operation and urban encroachment on good quality of agriculture land here. There is an important point here. India has adopted two ways to development land here. First here, physical is a recombination of land, and second here, social. Social is a land reform. There is a most important point here.